PDP Governors reschedule next meeting to November, sue for peace among members. Federal government drops all charges against Binance executive Gambaryan. Dangote gets NNPCL's first naira for crude supply. On a foreign scene, fuel truck explosion kills 10 persons in Uganda. Hello and welcome to Charles Stevens News Update. I am Chiamaka Nwafo. The People's Democratic Party PDP Governors Forum has rescheduled its National Executive Committee NEC meeting, originally scheduled for October 24, 2024 to November 28, 2024. The decision was reached following the consultative meeting of its various organs, which was held on Tuesday at the Adamawa State Governors Lodge, Abuja. A communique issued and signed by the chairman, PDP Governors Forum, and Governor of Bauchi State, Senator Bala Mohammed, after the meeting, said the meeting postponement is to ensure that the party goes into the forthcoming Ondo gubernatorial elections, scheduled for November 16, 2024, with the unity and strength needed to unseat the APC government in the state. The meeting also sought an end to disunity among members.
The position of the party and the PDP Governors Forum is known to everybody. You can see we are here with the acting chairman and the two sides that went into that, and we don't want to go back into ugly the occurrences that happened. We have really retraced our steps. We are together and united. Both parties have shielded their thoughts, and of course, we are good to go. We have reverted to the status quo before the commencement of the various suspensions. So I think it is something we are speaking with one voice, that because we want to win the election, and still there may be some semblances of division and rancor, we don't want to give the opposition the opportunity to undercut us in Ondo, knowing fully well that Nigerians are looking up to us and our party members are looking up to us to make sure we rescue that state from the maladministration of the APC.
The Nigerian government has dropped all charges against Tigran Gambaryan, an executive at Binance Holdings, who has been facing money laundering trial from detention since April. A lawyer representing the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the prosecuting agency, announced the withdrawal of the charges at the Federal High Court in Abuja Wednesday morning. The hearing, coming 2 days before the 5th October, earlier scheduled as the return date by the trial judge in the open court last Friday, appeared to have been intentionally held to avoid public attention as much as possible. Announcing the withdrawal of the charges, the lawyer said Gambaryan, United States citizen, was merely an employee of Binance, whose activities he was being prosecuted for. Mark Mordi, a senior advocate of Nigeria representing Gambaryan, agreed with the prosecution, saying that his client was not involved in the company's broader financial decisions. Over in Rivers State, the police command said 4 persons have been arrested over the disappearance of a Yahaya Farouk, a National Youth Service Corps member who was deployed to the community secondary school Ikuru town in the state. Farouk was said to be missing since October 14, 2024. The State Police Command Public Relations Officer SP Grace Irenge Koko, in a press statement issued in Port Harcourt on Wednesday, said upon receiving report of the missing corps member, when Haigo, the manager of LDM mining company where the victim was engaged as a casual worker, was arrested for questioning. Koko said the suspect was transferred to the State Criminal Investigation Department, where he admitted to employing Farouk as a casual worker on the night shift from 4 p.m. to midnight. Koko said when stated that he was unaware of Farouk's status as a serving corps member, she said, and further inquiries were conducted with the site manager, Lai Dingchi, who she disclosed that on the evening of October 14, 2024, between 9 and 10 p.m., 2 unidentified individuals arrived on a motorcycle, after which Farouk left his duty post and accompanied them. He has not been seen since then. Plateau State Governor Caleb Mutfwang on Wednesday extended his heartfelt condolences to the Nigerian Air Force and government and people of Adamawa State over the death of 5 soldiers and 14 others in a ghastly motor accident at Hawankibo area in Riyom local government area of the state. The governor expressed his condolence to the victims' families in a statement by its Director of Press and Public Affairs, Gambaryan. According to Berry, the governor extended his deepest condolences to the Nigerian Air Force, the government and the people of Adamawa State following the tragic accident. Rescue operations are ongoing in the search for a missing girl in last Sunday's flood that occurred in Akure, Enugu State. The operation is being led by the Special Assistant to Governor on Emergency Response, Prince Oruyade Adebawa. Adebawa said he was collaborating with officials of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps and Ondo State Fire Service to rescue the victim. He noted that the missing girl's father was present throughout the search, but the rescue operations continue. Devastating flood swept through Araromi area in Akure on October 20, 2024, claiming a 17-year-old girl. In Adamawa State, Governor Omadu Fintiri has expressed satisfaction with the ongoing construction of the Jimeta Ultra Murden Stadium. Following an unscheduled inspection with 5 months to completion, Fintiri urged for continued speedy progress, emphasizing the need for quality and accountability in the use of state funds. Reaffirmed his administration's commitment to revitalizing sports in the state, highlighting the stadium's potential to boost youth engagement in sports and employment. Fintiri also inspected the superhighway project from the City Gate to AA Lawan Junction, another initiative under his administration.
He's moving according to timeline and he's keeping to pace based on the project specification, and we don't want to be pessimistic. This is not in line with our policy. We always deliver ahead of time. That is what we believe in, and I want to assure you that it's not going to be different here. I will be here day and night if it requires, to see that every inch of the project that is agreed to be put in place, we'll put them in place.
More Nigerians have continued to commiserate with the government and people of Jigawa State following the devastating petrol tank explosion in Mejia community town of Taura local government area of the state. The latest is the 2023 presidential candidate of the Labour Party and ex-Anambra Governor Peter Obi, who visited Governor Namadi in the state. Here's the report.
The tragic incident, which occurred recently, has left the entire nation in mourning as it claimed the lives of about 200 people, while many others remain hospitalized with severe injuries. The explosion, one of the deadliest in recent times, has deeply affected the local community and drawn attention to the need for improved safety measures in fuel transportation.
And assure them that Nigerians are with them at this time. We've had tankers explosion all over Nigeria. People will question why do people get involved whenever we have this situation. We'll also ask ourselves the question, how we have cared as a nation. So we care to condole you, and I assure you that our prayers are with the state, our prayers are with the families, our prayers are to Almighty Allah to forgive them their sins and grant them eternal rest.
Peter Obi expressed his condolence to the victims' families and the people of Jigawa State, while stating that the loss of lives in such a horrific manner was a national tragedy. He urges the federal and state governments to not only support the victim, but also intensify efforts towards ensuring that such disasters do not reoccur.
At our own level and at state government, since the happening of this instance, we have been trying to at least keep the people a little bit so that we will improve their livelihood. The situation is quite pathetic. As at today's count, about 181 people died, and I think we have almost 81 hospitalized. So the number, and this is quite big. So, and alhamdulillah, we thank God that whatever happens is from Allah. and we have accepted it. It's from Allah, and Allah knows the best.
Governor Namadi, who has been overseeing rescue operations and the provision of emergency services since the incident, thanked Peter Obi for his visit. The governor reaffirmed his administration's commitment to providing relief to the affected families while emphasizing the need for stronger regulations and enforcement in the petroleum distribution sector. Both leaders stressed the importance of national unity and collaboration in addressing safety concerns and supporting the rebuilding efforts in Jigawa State. The investigation into the cause of the explosion is ongoing, with authorities working to prevent future occurrences of such devastating accidents.
You're still on to Trust TV's news update. Up ahead, CNG stations swamped as Nigerians flock to patrol alternatives. More when we return. Please stay with us. Welcome back. Thanks for staying with us. A recap of our top stories. We told you that PDP governors rescheduled NEC meeting to November, sue for peace among members. We also informed you that the federal government has dropped all charges against Gambaryan, a Binance executive. Two more stories. Parents of students attending Lagos State model colleges have expressed outrage over threats by school principals to send students home for failing to pay the newly increased feeding fees, which have surged by more than 200%. Trust TV's news reports that the Lagos State Ministry of Education recently increased boarding school feeding fees from 35,000 naira to 100,000 naira, a decision met with widespread rejection by parents. In response, parents engaged the ministry and the State House of Assembly, demanding the reversal of the fee hike ahead of the new school term. Here's the report.
On Monday, frustrated parents stormed the State House of Assembly, calling the fee hike a distraction from their children's education. They are demanding an immediate return to the original 35,000 naira fee, describing the increased cost as unfair and unaffordable. They also raised concerns about the conditions in the school, citing poor hygiene in kitchens and overcrowded dining halls. According to the parents, students from Basic 1 to JSS 3 are supposed to receive free education, yet they are made to pay various fees.
We asked them in the platform, principal, address us. Why are you addressing the children? Why not come out straight to the parents to talk about these increments, which we have talked about and we have kicked against it? Why go back to distract these children in school? Most of them now are distracted. The students are distracted. They are scared, worried about their future.
Our children have been subjected to a lot of maltreatment. Malnutrition, ulcer, health-wise. In fact, we don't even know. Now, the issue is that they are now using our children as a bait on us to cough out 100,000 naira.
So we are begging the governor, Mr. Babajide Olushola Sanwo-Olu, please, we are begging. Parents are begging. The increment is outrageous. Please, bring it down. Education is supposed to be free. Education is supposed to be free for us. Education is free. You people went to free education school, and that's why you become a governor today. We want our children to become governor tomorrow.
Some children are at home that they've not yet resumed. We have the GS1 new intake. They said they pay the sum of 100,000, and SS1 that they must pay the sum of 100,000 before they resume. Even the GS2, some of them are yet to resume. Why? Where are we going?
We are here in pleading, not we are forcing. We are pleading that they should do it anywhere where government know how to advise us, for us to reduce it, for us to be paying that 35,000. Let government come for our assistance.
We want Sanwo-Olu, Mr. Babajide Sanwo-Olu, to come and explain to us why is he enforcing 100,000 on us. Secondly, we want all the principals, all the school principal, the senior, the junior principal, they should come and explain if they cannot manage 35 million naira to feed 1,000 of students in 3 months. They should come and explain to us.
In some schools, parents reported being asked to contribute 100 naira each for fuel to pump water. The Parent Forum is urging the government to reconsider the fee hike and address the poor conditions in schools, while also calling for immediate actions to prevent further harm to their children's education and well-being.
Following the removal of subsidy on petroleum products, which caused the price of PMS to skyrocket in Nigeria, the federal government has continued to urge Nigerians to adopt compressed natural gas (CNG) as an alternative to petrol, with fuel prices currently exceeding 1,000 naira. More Nigerians are turning to CNG due to its affordability. However, the cost of conversion kits and more recently the apparent scarcity of CNG filling stations may be causing some to reconsider. Trust TV Segre Ibrahim brings you more details in this report.
While speaking with car owners at the station to refuel, they confirmed that using CNG as an alternative to premium motor spirit (PMS) has indeed been a lifesaver from the exorbitant cost of petrol.
You save almost 60 to 70% instead of buying petrol.
It's very good, so they enjoy them.
The experience is something that you cannot compare. CNG is far much better. When it comes to consumption, is okay. When it comes to economy, the finances is okay.
Speaking on the government's efforts to ensure its availability to most Nigerians, Senior Special Assistant to the President on Digital Media, Otega Ogra, revealed that the federal government had invested heavily in the scheme through the Presidential Compressed Natural Gas Initiative to make the transition from premium motor spirit to gas as seamless as possible.
Past few months, Presidential CNG Initiative, which is set up, has actually done a lot in that regard. Giving free kits, conversion kits to commercial drivers across the country, starting with a couple of states, to creating conversion centers, and also encouraging private sector participation. It burns cleaner, meaning that the engine actually becomes more efficient in a better way than if you're using either PMS or heavier fuel like diesel.
If he fills this cylinder, how far can he drive? From here to Lagos?
Not really, but let's say from here to Kaduna. Because with this, I can run nothing less than 150 kilometers. And how much is it?
How much?
35.
To fill this?
To fill it.
Interesting.
But the CNG, according to Nigerians, is obviously a blessing. This is because it has reduced the cost of procuring petrol from filling stations across the country. But the question, how has life been after the conversion? Well, this queue is not a petrol queue. They're not queuing to buy fuel. These guys are queuing to buy gas. Reasons being that they've been unable to get other filling points aside this station here in the Lugbe Airport Road and another station located around the Kubwa axis, being the only two stations, according to them, that fills CNG gas. Take a listen to them.
The challenge now is very scarce, and everybody is running to CNG because of high cost of petrol, but the availability is a serious challenge. That's the only place we can buy throughout the whole airport road. This is the only point we can get.
As I did now, before I reach my turn, it was anything to 11.
Why?
Because of population now, you can see population.
The federal government asked us to convert our vehicles. We did convert our vehicles, but now we don't know where to buy the CNG from. This morning, I spent 3 hours here. I do e-hailing. I spent 3 hours here this morning, and I'm here again. And I've spent about 1 hour here again now.
Today is my first day, but my experience was not palatable at all.
Tell us.
I came here in the morning. There were hundreds of cars.
I have not gone home since yesterday, 4 p.m. till now.
With the scarcity of filling stations to meet the growing demands for gas, concerns have also been raised about the rising cost of transportation, even as more Nigerians convert to CNG. This, according to Dr. Garbabawa, an engineer who runs a CNG conversion plant in the Federal Capital Territory, can largely be attributed to human factors.
It's a typical human nature Nigerian factor. These commercial drivers were given these kits at a heavily discounted price. In fact, some of them got it for free. Compliments of Mr. President. The idea is that if the commercial vehicles get it for free or at a heavily discounted price, it should translate
to the cost of transportation for the common man on the street. They've gotten this, but they are also keeping the differentials that they are making. So they're just making more money for themselves.
Dr. Bawa also addressed a recent incident where the cylinder of a CNG vehicle exploded in Enugu State.
First and foremost, the cylinder, a proper CNG cylinder, is a one-piece cylinder without any joint. It is a heavy, bulletproof cylinder that what happened in Benin, if you see the cylinder that they used, is nowhere near what a proper cylinder should be. For the sake of safety, always use accredited CNG conversion centers.
He further explained that road transport unions have begun sanctioning union members who benefited from the government's free conversion initiative but continue to charge fares similar to petrol-powered vehicles. In the meantime, Nigerians are waiting in hopes that transportation fares will drop soon, while CNG vehicle owners look forward to the availability of more CNG stations for easier access. Sagir Ibrahim, Trust TV News, Abuja.
The Dangote Petroleum Refinery has received 4 cargoes of crude oil from the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited under the Naira for Crude Sale Agreement. Officials of the refinery and the federal government confirmed on Tuesday. It was guarded that the 4 cargoes of crude were delivered to the refinery within the past 3 weeks when the government kick-started the sale of crude to local refineries in the local currency. Reports said the refinery was still waiting to receive more crude oil cargoes from the NNPCL. They also confirmed that $20 billion Lekki-based plant was now set to begin the direct sale of refined premium motor spirit, popularly called petrol, to domestic dealers. On a forest scene over in Uganda, a fuel truck ran out of control and exploded into flames near the capital on Tuesday, killing at least 10 people. A local official said the disaster occurred on a highway in the town of Kigugwa, about 25 kilometers north of Kampala. The resident district commissioner for the area, Charles Longa, said this is a busy area and people nearby came to siphon fuel from the tanker, but it exploded, killing at least 10 people and injuring several others. The disaster occurred just days after a fuel tanker exploded in northern Nigeria, killing more than 170 people. Renowned Italian football coaches G. Manganozi and Coach Ferry have arrived Kwale, Delta State on Wednesday morning for the official unveiling of the Torino Football Club and Academy. The Academy's launch is in partnership with Act Sport di Oyibo Football Club Academy, Kwale, aiming to boost football development in Delta State and the region. Speaking ahead of the unveiling, Coach Manganozi expressed his excitement about the project, said the partnership is a significant step towards nurturing football talents in Delta State. Coach Ferry said they are in Nigeria to provide world-class training and opportunities for young players. The unveiling ceremony is set to attract football enthusiasts and stakeholders from across the state and Nigerians in general.
Our message for all academy, but in the moment for this academy is that our methodology, our program is very important for to create a big project for the local, for our Torino. If we found other kids for play to Torino, I'm very happy.
Lui ha detto cosa vuoi dire ai giovani?
Okay. For your guys, for is a player is a game, beautiful game, and we play without problem. The soccer is a great game. Is a kids, is a young, is an old man play the soccer. Everywhere in the stadium, in the field, in the street, in the Europa. I have 4 kids play inside my home every morning.
An 89-minute late goal helped Nigeria's women's under-17 national team, the Flamingos, with host Dominican Republic early Wednesday in Santo Domingo in the ongoing 2024 FIFA Under-17 Women's World Cup. Midfielder Shakira Mushud collected the ball from 25 yards and launched a powerful left-footed strike at goal, which went past the Dominican goalkeeper, marking her 4th in the tournament. The win is the Flamingos' third consecutive as they emerge Group A leaders above Ecuador, hosts Dominican and New Zealand. The win in their final group game has helped them amass a total of 9 points. According to the ex-handler of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup, the Nigerian game is the highest attended football match for any Dominican Republic national team, which saw a record of over 13,000 spectators. The Flamingos will face their United States counterpart in the quarterfinal of the tournament. That concludes news updates at this time. For more of our news programs and documentaries, do want to follow us on our social media platforms and on our YouTube live stream. I am Chiamaka Mafo. Thank you for joining us at this time.